Hello everyone, my name is Anastasia and today we are doing a very interesting cross-stitch video about stash acquisition. Let's say all the stash acquisitions and the presents and the things I bought myself that happened with me for the last 3 months. And even though it's a little bit a lot for me, for majority of you maybe it's too little, because a lot of people I see on FlossTube, they buy like on a weekly basis. They check all the stores and everything like on a monthly basis, maybe 3 times more than I gathered for the 3 months now. But anyway, I try to keep my stash of patterns and kits rather low. Yeah, my stash of electronic patterns may be overgrowing right now, but they are very easy to store. But my kits and physical patterns, let's say right now is not the best time to expand. We are in the middle of a renovation process, and even though we are stable, we don't need to move out soon and everything like this, but the thought of moving and finding new apartments and then bringing here and there and probably losing a little things, so it always scares me. So I try, whenever I go from country to country or from home to home, I try to keep it very low. So that's why I don't buy that much. Plus, I already bought a lot of new patterns and kits in March and April, because I had been preparing for the May Startopolis. If you were interested, I have 2 videos in May where I started 11 new things, and of course they were previously bought not so far ago. So after that I was kinda on a diet to buy new things. And of course, with the new renovations going on, I decided to cut off my cross-stitch budget a little bit, just to, let's say, support my husband more. He never complains that I spend too much on cross-stitch or something, but we're trying our best to save money right now for the renovations and to buy better furniture, better lighting, better things. So I was like, it's okay. I already have a lot in progress, so I don't need anything right this moment. But anyway, for the last 3 months, something happened. And it all started when my one of the FlossTube friends, she came from Russia to China. She didn't come especially to see me, but she came on a tourist visit to Shanghai and Beijing. And at that moment, she asked me to be her guide. She asked me for some friendly help, things like this. And oh, of course, I would be super happy to help you and recommend you the places and recommend you some and help you anything she wants. But unfortunately, at that moment, I was already 6 months pregnant, or starting my 6 months, and I could not walk that much with her. And I know she's a huge walking tourist, so she basically did 25,000 steps a day at least. And on my best days, even without a baby, I cannot do 20,000 steps. It's a lot. I'm more like a lazy tourist guide. So I had to tell her before. At that moment, I haven't told anyone outside of my family. I haven't told that many friends. Basically, I haven't told anyone except for my family. But for her, I had to make an exception. I told her, I'm sorry, I won't be able to guide you, but I can take you out for several dinners and show you some nice Chinese food. Because what I found was that the biggest problem anyone have when they come to China is that they hate Chinese food. They don't know what to eat. They just randomly go on the street, maybe not very good street. They point oh, I know dumplings. Okay, I will eat dumplings. And then they go to very low quality places, less than 1 star I would give. And then they eat there. Of course, it's maybe spicy, it's oily, it's not very tasty. Basically very, very local, maybe homemade taste. But not every local homemade is what's good for tourists. When I would go to some, let's say, another country which is super different from my own culture, maybe I will not like their homemade food or very, very local style food. Plus, they just may not be acclimatized to that much to the local spices or local oils or the way of cooking. So instead of giving myself poison, I would Google the best places to eat, especially for the tourists. I would not choose the most expensive ones, but middle range. Middle range is okay for me. So same happened here. We took her 3 times for dinner and introduced her to the Beijing duck and lots of nice variety of local foods. We introduced her to hot pot and the barbecue, and they loved it. I absolutely love when people have very good impressions of China, when they are super hyped about it and they want to come again, and they absolutely loved it. I was super ecstatic because it happened not once with me that some of the people I know, they would come to China and then they would complain a lot that the food is unedible, how they eat and things like this. And I'm like, where did you go? Which restaurants did you go? Like, I know all the best places. Like, sure, tell me. And then like no, just some small place on the street or back street of our hotel. I'm like, what? Why would you even go there? Like, you should never go to some back alley restaurant in China. Probably it's some very low quality food, just to like super cheap one for the locals. Of course, they don't mind. It's like 100% their food they can eat at home every day. And especially when you live here for many years, of course you will get acclimatized. You know it's not very good, but it's okay to eat. But when it's your first time coming here, it's so important that you eat only like very good quality or very good like types of Chinese food, so you would have a nice impression of your tourist vacation. You don't need to leave like a local and eat a local kind of food and things like this. This is like, I'm not sure it will give everybody the best impression of the country. So when she came, the first thing happened is that I told her that I was pregnant. So when she came, she brought me unexpectedly some gifts for the baby. So, because at that moment, my mom asked me if she can send through her some baby clothes from my sister, little sister. She had a baby like in January. And we were like, yeah, sure, you can send it to my friend, and then my friend will bring it to China. We did not know that my sister would give me 3.5 kilos of baby clothes, of winter baby clothes, which later we were so hyped about. We were super ecstatic, like, wow, we have so many clothes now. And then one of my friends, she pointed out, she's like, yeah, but you have an August baby. Your August baby will overgrown this clothes by 4 times by the end of the winter. Probably none of them will fit. We're like, what? Whatever. Yeah. But since she knows that I'm having a baby, she brought me this amazing 2 kids. And they are from a new Russian company, Andriana. And this company, actually, they do not produce, as I know, they do not produce their own designs, but they collaborate with the very famous Russian free designers, which you previously could only buy patterns. And then they make together kits using those patterns. So if I don't want kits, I can just go to these designers and buy their patterns. But for many people in Russia, kits are more preferable because you don't need to kit anything. You don't need to buy DMCs, which are kind of expensive right now, and very, very expensive. And with these kits, you don't need to like maybe think about too much. You just need to open it, start it, and stitch it. That's it. So I have never tried this company before, and I'm super, super hyped about it because I always like to try new things, of course. And plus, these 2 designs are for the baby room, for the nursery. I'm super ecstatic. Unfortunately, right now, the nursery looks so poorly. It's just a box with the gray walls and the floor. Actually, the whole apartment looks like that. Probably we will be able to move in there at the end of the year or even early next year. So this is going to be still a long, long time till we move out from this place. So I decided not to stitch them at this very moment because I want to finish them based on the finishing based on that room, because yes, of course, I chose the colors of the walls, and one of the walls will be like pastel green and very, very light and very nice, but I'm not sure how it will look in real life with the lighting and everything. And secondly, we haven't chosen any of the furniture yet, so I don't want to choose the background for these patterns and the frames yet. So probably when we finish the baby room, I will start both of the kids at the same time. So they're just moving. What I like about the designs, they're small bears everywhere. They are perfect for baby, very cute. What I don't like is that they are on Ada, and one of them on 14 count Ada, one of them is on 16 count Ada. So you can see the threads. Super cute. I'm not going to open it to them right now. Oh, just Ada, threads, needles, patterns. Patterns are okay, but what I can't wait is to change the background. If they will be going to the green wall, probably I will stitch them on a white or maybe eggshell even weave. And if they will be going on a white wall, probably I will stitch them in the pistachio or very, very light green even weave, which will look kind of the same with that wall. So I need to see the wall first, the colors of the wall and colors of the furniture, to choose the frames and everything. So that's why they are still, even from May, from the beginning of the May, they are still unopened and not started, but they are waiting for their turn. And they're super cute. I love them. And another thing that she also brought me, together with this super cute postcard, she wrote a lot, but it's personal. And now the postcard is on my mood board. I have a mood board in my room, and there I put all the postcards, all the little trinkets that make me happy. And this is one of the things that makes me very, very happy, because it just shows that it was one of the first presents for the baby, because at that moment I didn't tell many people. So we told only the family. Yeah, the family, they gave us some baby clothes. They gave us some baby things, but no one at that moment gave me anything for me. So I was super happy, super hyped about it. And she also brought this amazing, cute toy, and she said it was one of her coworkers making them, and for sale for babies. And they are handmade knitted. This little cute bear, it's on a wooden ring. So it's super, super cute. I love handmade things. I love the things for babies. And this is our baby's first toy. And I'm super happy that it's bear, because we're having panda. So of course they're from one family. And yeah, we haven't bought any toys at the moment. I think it's too early. I think the baby, until it's even born, it's too early to think about the toys and to think about other things. But this is our first toy for the baby, and I'm super, super happy to have it. So yeah, these were first gifts in May. And then, of course, with the clothes from my sister, my mom also sent me some purchases that I made, I would say, starting from last year. Yeah, I think I made them in the middle of last year, and kept with my mom together. So these kits. Where was the stitched one? Let me see. I think I put it somewhere and I forgot where. Oh, yeah. Here. This one. If you have seen my May video about the new starts, you know that I already foreshadowed that I have kits like this, and this is where they came from. So these were a collaboration between the Russian designer Paradise Stitch and Ukrainian designer who were making this bases, wooden bases, for anything hers, and also probably for a couple of other designers. Her name was Evgenia Kolesnikova, Magic Story UA. She's on Instagram. She also have her own patterns, so go and check her out. She's an amazing designer too. But they were made maybe in 2020, maybe 2021. So they are like go way back. And at that moment, of course, since I don't live in Russia, I couldn't easily purchase them. I didn't know what time I would be going to Russia. It was COVID time. Yeah, the cross stitches were still flourishing, but I was not expecting that I would go back home anytime soon, so I didn't buy anything. And after a couple years, they were out of production, so no one could purchase them. They stopped collaborating, things like this. So when last year on one of the pages for like destash, I saw a woman just destashing these 4 kits with the bases. I was super happy. I instantly checked her out. I instantly messaged her. I was like, can you please send me video or pictures of the wooden base? Because she sent me a picture like this and like this. And I'm like, I see the pattern, I see the edges of the base, but can you like open it and take it out so I can see that it's not broken, not scratched or anything? And she was not willing. I don't know why. She was like, no, sorry, I'm not gonna do it. Just either you buy it or not. So I just followed my faith in the goodness of the people. And I was like, please, please, please don't be a scammer. Please don't have them like broken or something. And I bought them and she sent them to my mom. My mom opened them and made sure they are full, they are safe, they're not broken, and I was super happy. And since last year, they were with my mom, and finally, when my friend is coming to China, she was able to send me with her all the 4 bases. So apart from the red flower, which I already finished stitching, I also have like the base and the pattern for the blue one, violets, the yellow, and the white ones. I'm not sure the names of all the flowers in English, but I'm pretty sure when I will be stitching them, I will name them. And these were petunias, if I remember correctly. So I have these amazing patterns. I'm super, super happy about it. And can't wait to stitch them. They smell amazing. They are very good quality. And they have paper patterns plus the base, no threads. Threads are my own, but I messaged also the designer, Paradise Stitch, and I asked her, because like if I have this kit with a paper pattern, can you like send me the electronic pattern or you want to sell me? And she's like, no, I will just send you. And she instantly like sent me all 4 patterns for the flowers. So it was amazing. Thank you so much. I was like super, my faith in the people's kindness restored, and I was super happy about it. And I even like included one of them in my May starts because I couldn't just wait to start them. They are that amazing and I love them that much. Another thing that came to me with my friend was 2 kits from our Forest Embroidery. And it's actually 1 full kit and 1 pack of threads. But I don't have a box at the moment because my mom decided, oh, the box is too big, it takes too much space. So I will not put everything in the box, I'll just throw away the box. I'm like, okay. So that included like this much of a paper pattern, but I'm not gonna show the paper pattern. And since my mom threw out the box, turns out the QR code for downloading the electronic pattern was on the other side of the box. And since I received them, I was like, where's the QR code? I don't have an electronic pattern. My mom was like, I don't know, that's all I had. So I contacted the Owl Forest like support system, and I explained the situation that I have all the pack, all the paper pattern and the fabrics, but I do not have the electronic pattern. Is it possible to get it, or do I need to buy it separately? And they're like, no, it's okay. First of all, it's on the box. And I'm like, I know, but you know, since I live abroad, my mom didn't send me the box. She sent me just the things inside, and like, okay, just send us your email, we'll send you the pattern. Like, yay! So the first pattern and the kit that I bought was from this pattern, which I put the picture on, I hope here. It's a nutcracker. And this is their floss pack, which is amazing. They are based on DMC threads, and these are on PNK, I'm not sure. So these are the DMC threads for nutcracker. I've been in love with this for a couple years now. Like the pattern itself, I have very amazing memories of me being a very little baby watching the Nutcracker cartoon. I don't know if it's Disney cartoon or something very close, but there is a very old Nutcracker cartoon. I loved it. I watched it like 1,000 times maybe. And that's why when they had the Nutcracker pattern, I was like, oh, it's giant. It's going to be so expensive. I don't know if I want it. Actually, that year I tried to buy it and it was out of stock. So a couple years later, I was like, I still want it. So I bought it. And the fabric they dye is I think it's Belfast. So it's a 32 count linen. And yeah, it doesn't look that vibrant and interesting, especially together with the colors. But I learned from my Frog Princess experience that even though the fabric is not too bright or like even a little muddied or something, the result will be amazing. Like when I bought the Frog Princess kit, which I finished in May, I was also doubting. I was so doubting, like, ew, the fabric is so like muddy. It's not very interesting. Should I change it? Should I use more green one? No, I didn't change it. And now I'm in love with the final result. So they had this option on their website and I was like, yeah, I'm taking it. Of course, the threads is beautiful. I love it. And now I have electronic pattern, which I can start anytime I want. I think I will wait till the new year at least, or maybe first start of the year 2026 to do it, because for me, it's a very wintry pattern, New Year celebration pattern, something like this. So I don't want to stitch it at the moment, but this year definitely. And another thing that I bought from them is thread kit for tangerine cats. I will put the picture here. So a story about tangerine cats now. So a floss tuber from Argentina, she had a baby last summer too. And she said that after she had a baby, she could only stitch all Forest Embroidery because like designer patterns were too complex, too many blends, too many threads, things like this. But all forests usually have like several colors. You very easily can swap them. Their patterns are very primitive, easy. You don't need to think too much. It's like a lot of just filling stitch by stitch. So I was like, oh, I should prepare myself for like a month of stitching at least. Because after I will give birth, we have, like, let's say it's called Mom Care Center, where for 1 month, 28 days, they took care of newborn and a new mommy. They will cook only very, very good, maybe not delicious, but healthy food for moms. They will teach you how to take care of the baby. They are not servants. They will not do everything for you, but they will teach you how to take care of the baby. And there will be 24/7 nurse with you together in the room, who will like make sure you're doing everything correctly. And it's not like a hospital room, it's more like a hotel room, but they will have all the things you need. We did need to pack a bag to the hospital, but not too much. Like basically they prepare all the things what you might need during your first month. They guide you, they teach you, your husband can stay with you. You can have visitors every day for a couple hours, but mostly you just stay there with the baby. And I asked, what should I bring? They're like, oh, you should bring some entertainment for yourself, like maybe some books, some iPad, like I was like, can I bring cross stitch? Like, sure. So I decided to buy Owl Forest, being my first cross stitch, to celebrate my baby because it's such a amazing colors. And as you saw on the pattern, it's a giant 2 cats, which I can just use 2 colors to stitch for a long time. So if everything will be okay, I think I'll just take this. But looking through my stash today, I was like, I don't have a proper fabric for it. What should I use? What am I going to do? So now my question is, I have 2.5 weeks before the birth. Will it be enough to find a proper fabric for it? But yeah, at least I have the threads. And that was my plan. My plan was to get myself as many owl forests as possible. And sometime in May also happened that, oh, they have a needle minder with a nutcracker. Cute. Sometime in May also happened that I decided to treat myself with something small, but not expensive, but something nice. I saw this. These are kits from a Russian company, Divная Vishnya, Amazing Cherry, which just closed. I think they closed in June, maybe May, maybe June. So as soon as they closed, I saw that on Taobao they still have these 3 kits, and I rushed in. I tell my husband, like, we have to buy it. We have to buy it. Number 1, they are closed, so you cannot buy them anywhere else now. They don't produce anymore. Number 2, they're for the baby. I will stitch them and baby can play. Number 3, they are this like dolls which we used to make from paper. So in Russia, I don't know if you have it in any other country, but when I was little, we had this very cool game with my cousin where we would draw on a paper like a doll, Barbie style, things like this. My mom will help us to cut it. We will maybe make it from the cardboard or something more sturdy. And then we will just spend days and days drawing different clothes for it. Yeah, we will still play with it, but mostly we just draw some clothes and like use a sticker to put it on the doll. So this is kind of the same like style, I would say, because you stitch the doll with just underwear, and then you stitch 4 different clothes for her, and yeah, and then you can switch them on. I think they are with magnets. You put 1 magnet on the back of the doll, and every dress has a magnet, so they can fit on the doll. And they were one purchase together, so I got 2 dolls and some extra clothes for them. That is amazing, because for now we don't know our panda will look like Asian girl or more like European girl, Eastern European girl. So I've got both varieties for her, and I really love it. I love the idea of maybe in the future teaching my baby how to play these things, playing with her maybe because I have 2 dolls, or letting her like take it to the kindergarten, let her play with her friends, things like this. But also it's very, very special for me. And I don't need to stitch it right now, because I doubt that my baby can be playing with it before 3 years old maybe. So I will have a lot of time to stitch it, just not right now. So that's why I didn't open them, I didn't start them, but the colors are so cute. So this was my self-treat, when I'm not very crazy about the baby things. I'm not super crazy of buying and preparing all the things, but when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is for my baby. Yeah, so I had that moment. And that this is like all the clothes for the like stitchers. I'm not sure I will include the stitching things, but maybe I'll just change it into some stick or something. Or maybe I'll leave it, whatever, who knows. But I just love how they are and that I have it. This spring we also went to Dalian with family, and in Dalian I wanted to have some souvenir from there because it was my first time visiting that city. I usually have some memorable things from other cities which I visit, but not like, I don't like magnets too many or toys or things like this. So I was like, this is interesting. And this is actually a stamp which you make in Dalian Forest Zoo, and you can choose whatever you can put on top. And of course we choose panda because I had panda at that moment. And it is funny because this is a stamp, and what is the picture is our family. So me and Aaron, we chose not to maybe a month earlier or maybe a couple of weeks earlier, we made this picture and we chose this for the stamp, and they made a stamp out of it, and it's called Meng's Family. I'm Anastasia Meng, and it's Meng's Family. A lot of people pronounce it as Meng. It's not Meng, it's Meng, like you say with your throat. So Meng's Family, me and Erin, and now anytime I want to go maybe to the market or I need a stamp or something, this is approved by our family. I have this super cool pattern in pink, which I can stamp everyone. So super cute. And this was another thing, and not very cross-stitch related, but it's very special to me, so of course I'll show you guys. Also, for my birthday, a couple of friends of mine decided to surprise me and also got me something cross-stitch related. And they are not cross-stitchers themselves, so they did not know if I will be happy about it, if I like it, or whatever. So one of my friends, she got me a cross-stitch book from the Netherland author. I think it was a very retro style book, but I was super happy about it. I'm not sure it's my style. I'm not sure I will stitch something from the book. Maybe 1 or 2 patterns in the future, in the distant future. But I'm super happy to have it in my stash because I only have, like, this is my 3rd cross-stitch book ever. And of course, how can I not be happy that my friend thought about me, found it, and brought it to me? Yeah, it is a Japanese book, like a Japanese version of the book. So let's see. As far as I know, this is the author of the book, Miss Mary Block, and she unfortunately already passed away because we have 1999, and I was only 7 when she passed away. So this is very retro style patterns, but super cute, super cute. And as far as I know, they are from the Netherlands, because I assume the parts that are not in Japanese, they are in German or whatever it's called in Netherlands. Sorry, my language today is not so good. I had a very busy morning today, so when I'm coming to you to make this video, I'm a little tired, but let's just forgive me for this. And I wanted to flip this book with you just to show you how amazing her patterns were. So one of the patterns is this balloons with the kids. Of course, right now I would use maybe backstitch to make the balloon, like balloons ropes. Otherwise they're too thick, but I just like the concept. I like the colors. I like the ideas. If I would say it once because I think about it a lot. But if I would stitch it now, I would change a lot of colors to be more maybe child-friendly or pastel or something. But I understand that at the moment they didn't have that big variety of palette of colors, and maybe they are the colors of her childhood. So she chose like this brown for the kids' dress or something like this. So I would modernize it if I would stitch, but the concept, I love it. Another thing is that I find some of the patterns a little I don't understand them a little bit. Like this pattern is for me very creepy. Like there is a whole bunch of kids going around the whole house, so there is a lot behind, and just some people, very rich people on the glance, are standing in the middle and looking at them, and the kids are dressed normally. They're not dressed at that like epoch, or they're dressed like normally, and they're just dancing around and singing. And I would think it's like some just a picture from some creepy movie where they're going like from Freddy Krueger, like 1, 2, Freddy will find you, 3, 4, close the door, something like that. So this picture is a little, I don't know, I just don't understand it that much, what's on the picture. I'm pretty sure if I could read Japanese, I would read under, maybe it was some holiday, maybe it was some occasion, maybe it's some interesting part of the story, but for me, I just look at the pictures. So also the zoo is cool, the zoo is amazing, and what I like about this pattern that much, because sometimes they have like little parts of the pattern show as pins or buttons. So I think this part is very endearing. And yeah, I wouldn't make his face so yellow, and I have no idea what is this, like some kind of like spiders or what. They are here too. Like they look a little creepy, but the animals look great, especially the mouse that are riding the little dog. And I like how the lion is like at least almost as big as the mouse. And there is another mouse that is blowing the flute, and the monkeys. Oh, I just like the animal parts. Then we have this pattern. I like this pattern much more than before, the creepy one, because they have the whole street with the Hollandish like this houses, the bridges, the normal children. But what is this? I understand this is a puppet theater, maybe like a very old style puppet theater, so it was maybe very painted, very colorful. But if you look at from it afar, it's just a ginormous lion with the eyes and the mouth, and getting to eat the children, and children are like running away from it. I understand it's not, but maybe the colors, maybe something, I don't know, maybe it shouldn't be that fancy. But it's just that a little creepy, and this squirrel looks like a little hand, so it's gonna be catching the kids. I don't know. This is funny. How my perception changes everything. So then we have again some kids singing and dancing around like toy houses and toy related toys. And I like how they sometimes show little pieces of the pattern, which even if I didn't like the whole pattern, I look at this boy and like, oh, this one I can easily stitch on some baby clothes, or even my clothes, or somewhere just to decorate. Like if you just take apart a big pattern like this and stitch a kid here or there, well, they will look amazing. This is a kind of like a baby matrix because it has a name and date. But also I have questions. It's like why the kids have big red noses on their faces, and why not every kid have a big red nose. And this kid is obviously, they have this, it's a chick. And I'm not sure if it's a red nose or red mouth, because this kid obviously have a nose of his own. But for these kids, they're too high for the mouth. This girl have like the little red in the middle of her face, and this girl doesn't have any nose. So yeah, like this is interesting perception of maybe another culture or another time. Very interesting. Probably the whole picture was stitched like already recently, because it says 2015. So I think maybe her followers or her family stitched this one for one of their like grandchildren. So that's cool. We go into some fairy tale now. This part of the book I like more because it's not that realistic, it's more whimsical. And we have some gnomes and angels and a lot of like animals that brought presents to the king of the gnomes, I think, because the frog has a present in her mouth, and but the turtle has like a big pie on her back, and she's super happy about it with yellow teeth. But now let's look at this hedgehog. The hedgehog is creepy! Yeah, his mouth is a little unsettling. And as I said, if I would stitch it, maybe I would follow the pattern like very nicely, but some of the parts of the pattern I would definitely change. Like, for example, the blue wings of these birds or the colors of the butterfly, I maybe will make them more pastel or something. I understand that that moment when she drafted it, maybe she didn't have that many colors, she just chose what she had. But the green hedgehog, ma'am, come on, cannot be green. This is very, very pretty. These are this fairy tales, which I dearly love. The Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, Jack and the like what? The giant. Hansel and Gretel, the cat in boots, Puss in Boots, Red Riding Hood, and I think it's supposed to be like Niels with the geese, or maybe Sleeping Beauty, I'm not sure. But these ones are more interesting to stitch than, I think, the realistic ones. Then we probably have some interview from her about how she like drafts her patterns, how she used the paper to draw them first, and then she would turn them into the cross stitch. So if I could understand Japanese, I would definitely read it. It's very interesting. Then we go into some folk celebrations. We have like a mom with a baby in the crib. We have some dancing in their like yellow wooden boots. I don't know how they're called, but I know they are the symbol of Netherlands. Then we have some ice skating and sleighing, which is super cool because I don't see this style of sleigh that much, especially in the patterns, but I know they were super popular at one moment and super beautiful. And then we have some calendar with the months, and every month's name is in, I would say, German. But the problem is I'm not sure. I think to understand this calendar the most, you should know the like Netherlands culture more, or their precise festivals. Because, for example, this one is obviously like a lantern festival. They all have some lanterns, and they're maybe singing. I don't know, judging by the red nose mouth thingy. But it's not the Christmas one, because this one I think is December. This is November. And October, they have some apple picking. What is this? Like, is it some boat competition, or just supposed to be like July thingy? The school thing I understand, but I would just love to see what kind of like interpretations they would give, like real Netherlands people would give to these types of things. Like, for example, why would they have snow and wind in April, but May would be like super flowery and so cool, and things like this. Also, we have a bell pool with seeing children for the Christmas, I think. And a big scene about the people sleighing. Oh no, sleighing, skating. Super cool. And I love how she has a lot of different pieces on this paper, on this piece. So there are people who are like dancing and skating beautifully, people who are falling, people who is cleaning, like with the children, with a chair, with a bench changing shoes, and like making snowman, and the whole parade there, and the horse, like so many little pieces that when you will be stitching, you will notice them one by one, and they will open up the whole new world for you. This is really cool. And I also like how they chose like 3 different pieces from this picture. Like, they chose this piece, and then they chose this piece from this picture to organize this little frame for decoration. So maybe that's what I'm gonna do in the distant future. Just choose something from here and there and just decorate the baby room. This picture I cannot understand that much. I understand this is Carriage and someone is coming to the house, but because maybe I don't know the language, first I don't agree why there are like yellow, green and purple leaves on the tree. Then why is the dog on the carriage? But couldn't they just have like the sacks and everything? Why they have this ginormous blob of nothingness there? And the children are running, that's cool. But then we have this very odd looking woman opening the door, and no one have any backstitch, but she has a lot of backstitch around her. So couldn't they just choose another color for her so she would stand out, or what? Like, that's a little bit strange for me. So yeah, this is like not the picture what I stitch, but this one maybe is, because these are very old like vehicles, the first ones, and they have their like years of creation, I think. So if I would have some friend who is crazy about vehicles, especially like collects the old ones or something, I would very likely to stitch some of them for him or for her. Don't be sexist, girls also like cars. So with 3 pillows, they look amazing, very stylish, I would say. But if I ever stitch something from this book, it would probably be this tree. Because first of all, it reminds me of another tree. I'm not sure whose, but someone else have this giant tree, but without the birds. Second, I love the birds, and if I would make the tree and the leaves a little more vibrant, I would leave the birds as it is, as they're called for, because I'm pretty sure they're real existing birds, and I would like to find out who are they and learn about them. I know the woodpecker, and the crow, but others, I'm not sure who are they. I think they're local, or maybe European mostly. So that would be very interesting for me to stitch it bird by bird and then learn about what bird it is and what they really look like. One more thing here is a farm. Here I first saw this pattern, I was like, so boring. But then I saw it on a green and it looks much better. I think this is a modern interpretation of the old pattern, and they show us on a green, and it looks cool as I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a little carpet or it's supposed to be a tablecloth, but it looks really good. And of course, one of those buttons with the duckies. And and the last for this book is this very adorable collection of flowers. Super retro. I wouldn't say I would stitch all of them, but maybe someday I would stitch some, or organize them into some pattern or something like this. They would look really good, especially if you brighten up the colors. So adorable. And after that, they have a whole book of instructions, different patterns. Patterns are mostly gray and blue. Very easy to read though. They are not very big compared to my finger. The grid is small, but considering it's not full coverage and they're relatively easy, so I don't think it will be too difficult. And they have the colors underneath in DMC, so super easy to find out what is where. More. And they even got some paper pattern here, so you can no need to copy already. You can just take and stitch it. So that's cool. And I'm very, very grateful for my friend that now I have this book. Maybe not 100% my taste or not something that I would buy for myself, but that's what the brilliance of presents are, especially the surprise presents, when you don't expect something or you don't know what it's going to be, and then they surprise you. And one more present for my birthday from another friend was this kit. This is a cross stitch on a, not cross stitch, I would say embroidery on a bag. And I don't think she follows me and she knows what I'm stitching or whatever kind of handwork I'm making, but she went out of her way to find this bag for me, to purchase it and to give it to me. So there is a lot of instructions on this side, and the good part is that they are half Chinese, half English, so that will be very easy to find out how to make the stitches. Also, they do instructions with every stitch possible on this bag, and this is how it looks. It's just a very nice tote bag with the design, and they give you all the floss and the needle. I haven't found the hoop right now. Probably I put it away somewhere because it maybe was very cheap plastic hoop. I don't remember if I had it in the beginning or I didn't have it, because I did open this bag to check on it, what it is, and what I was just interested to know what she gave me. So I'm not sure if I did have a hoop or not. If I did, probably very cheap plastic one. That's why I put it away. If I didn't, it's okay. I have a lot of hoops. But I love the rainbow colors. I love the yellows and the bubblegum pink and the violets and the blues. So I'm pretty sure whenever I will pick up to do some embroidery on this bag, I will love it immensely. And I don't know why they show this bag upside down. So it's supposed to be embroidery with a lot of different types of embroidery stitches. So that's cool. Twine stitch, cathwell stitch, French bean embroidery, satin embroidery, twine, leaf stitch, rose stitch, rolling needle embroidery. That's a lot. That's a lot of new things to learn and to try. So I'm excited about it too. Just really, like, sometimes your friends surprise you, and it gives you such a great emotions that even though they don't know, they don't understand, they still like try to follow your taste, try to follow you to make you happy. And recently, one of my friends, she asked me, she is not a cross stitcher or any crafter, but she wanted to do some beading project. Decorate something, I don't know. So she asked me what kind of like beading or beads she can buy, blah, blah, blah. So I went out of my way to find a lot of beads for her and recommend her how to start, what to do, how to stitch. And when I was searching a lot of the online shops for her, found a lot of beads, beautiful beads. So I'm not a big beading fan. I don't like beading that much, but I can add several beads here and there, and why not? So when I was searching for her, I came over this very pretty, first of all, this is like white pearl, very shiny, super cute. Well, you need white anyway. So, and then this is like gray pearl with some, reminds me of like underwater pearls, like shine. And then Miyuki, either it's Miyuki or Toho, 2 sets of beads. They not only have like the beads, but they have like the bigger ones, the smaller ones, the different color ones. They will go great together. So I was thinking, like, if I need something to decorate like a Christmas tree or something, I can use these greens and purples, just because I love purple. Like my phone holder is purple. The thing I'm using for making videos right now is also purple. My cup is purple. Everything is purple. So why not? I love purple so much. I think I will fit in some purple here and there. So this is like, I think, the most recent purchase of all the things I bought. Now we're going to see some of the electronic pattern acquisitions. So for the last couple months, I've been purchasing, I've been gifted, I've been winning something, so I decided to share with you too, since I don't know if I don't think I showed them anywhere else, so these are my patterns. Just recently, one morning I woke up and one of the designers, she sent me the gift of this cute little froggies, and I was like, oh, who is it from? She sent, it was one of the girls from one of the cross-stitch chats I'm part of, and I messaged her, I was like, yeah, thank you so much, but why? Like we didn't discuss with her, we didn't saw this pattern before, and actually, like, me and that girl, we did talk a lot about like the pregnancy things, the babies, but not about cross stitch that much. But we do have very similar tastes. Like, we do like some creepy cross stitch, we do like some Sphinx cats, we like purple colors a lot. So I did not expect these cute little frogs from her, you can imagine. And I was like, why frogs? What happened? And she's like, I don't know, but in one of the chats, we use emojis to identify ourselves. And my emoji is a frog because my mom calls me a traveler frog. We have a very old Russian cartoon where the frog decides to travel and just leaves her home forever and just goes to travel through flying. And that's how mom calls me, traveler frog. And since my emoji is a froggy, she was like, I just saw this traveler frog today in the morning, the new pattern from designer, and I thought about you and I bought it for you. I'm like, wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Like, this is super cute. Right now, I don't know how or when I will stitch it. Maybe decorate some baby clothes, maybe as a magnets or something. I think they would be cool to stitch them on 2 different, like, pieces of plastic, for example, the frog and the suitcase, and then you can like put them together, or for example, this froggy and the wallet, so you can put it in her hand, or the map. It's like, that would be so cool to stitch them on different pieces. So they can be played with. But right now I don't have any plans, but I have this gift. And same with this pattern of Princess Mononoke and her wolf from Miyazaki cartoons. I just woke up and received a gift from the friend that came to China. And after she already left China, me and her, we discussed our favorite Miyazaki cartoons. We discussed new patterns based on Miyazaki cartoons. I complained that there are not many really good ones, especially not the cartoons that I like. Like we have a lot of Totoro or Kiki the Witch and other things, a whole moving castle, but not many good ones about the Princess Mononoke, because the cartoon itself is very intense and strong. And then next day I received this pattern as a gift, and it's like, why? You just came to China, you just gave me a lot of kids, you just gave me presents, why are you again? She's like, I don't know, I just thought about you. I saw this pattern and I was like, wow, thank you so much. And it just so happens that I recently bought also 14 count Black Ada. So I will just need to measure if 30 on 74 is enough for this pattern or not, because I don't mind stitching on Black Ada. I think it's way better than white Ada for your eyes, for the design. And this is like mostly full coverage except for the like heart piece. So no one will. Sorry, my microphone died, so the sound can be a little different, but it's okay. There is not too much left to talk about today, so let's just continue. And yeah, as I said, I don't mind stitching on Black Ada because I think it will not be too visible like the white Ada. The design will be fine. So I got a Black Ada, so it's a possible new start soon. And then 3 next pages, patterns from the same designer, Palina Tarusova. And the story about them, as you can see, I already started 2 of those on 20% each, is that my mom contacted me and she said, like, you have a new nephew in since January. So she wanted to ask me to stitch the baby matrix for him. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, should I choose it for myself? She's like, no. Like, she wants to be the she wants to make an order. She wants to choose the matrix from her, but I will stitch it and I will give it to her so she can give it to them. I'm like, okay. It's like a together effort for her present for the nephew. I was like, okay, whatever. If you want it, sure. So I sent her so many baby patterns. Like, we chose for several months, and finally she chose the rabbits. But since I already was going to buy from this designer, I decided to buy several patterns. They are not very expensive, and it's easier for me to like send a bigger amount of money. I would lose less on the conversion than send like little pieces here and there. So the one she chose is actually not that like zebra-like. I saw the finished project, so it looks amazing. I don't know why the app shows it's like so blotchy and like zebra, but you can imagine, like, it's just a very cute rabbit and rabbit baby. But the fun part is that the pattern is called Daddy and the Baby. So it's like a rabbit daddy with a baby, but my mom liked it so much. I was like, okay, we don't need to tell anybody that it's a dad rabbit. We can say it's mom rabbit, and I can actually stitch like a couple of like eyelashes for her or something like this. So it will be mommy rabbit. And she's like, yay! And then I will stitch his like name and the initials and everything like on the side. And one of my friends had a baby last year. It was a dragon. So I was like, this one is also cute. I can stitch it for her. This is very small, very cute dinosaur baby. I was like, yeah, why not? Let's do the dragon. So I chose this. And also, since I was buying from the designer, I just couldn't miss this one. I don't know what about this pattern, the colors, the feeling. I know it's a boy with a white bear. Obviously nothing is Chinese. We have a girl, so I cannot use it for my baby. But somehow I love this design. I love this pattern. I just love the feeling. It's so comfortable and nice. I don't know if I want to change anything. Maybe I'll just stitch it as it is, like a boy and a white bear. And the designer has a girl with another bear, also white bear, but that design is in different colors, and I don't like them that much. Like, I really like this one. I don't know why, but like, it just speaks to my soul, I think. So I bought these 3 designs recently, and even started 2 of them. Since I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one, so far it stays unstarted. The Tangerine Cats, as I said previously, we already saw the pattern for them. I think Nutcracker, I have it on my phone, but I don't have it on my tablet, so maybe later I will download it here too. And one more thing that I got, I think last month, was Darth Vader. It was actually a giveaway win from the designer. I was super stoked. Like, she has a whole bunch of patterns. Like, I think everybody from the Star Wars, at least from the older movies, like everybody. And she has a whole collage of them, maybe 15 or 20. And she was doing a giveaway. You could choose one. You cannot choose the whole range of patterns, but you can choose one. And of course, I would choose Darth Vader. Like, if you would start with Star Wars, let's say Sal or something, who you gonna stitch first? Of course, Darth Vader. Of course. So I chose the Darth Vader. I was one of the winner, and now I have a pattern. It's cool. I don't know where. I don't have any like plans at the moment about it, but I'm just so stoked to have won it. I haven't won any giveaways for a long time, maybe a couple years now. It's the first one, so I'm really, I don't know, like happy about it. Then I got this little Froggies. Um, I saw one of the Russian designers. She was making this pattern in the making. One of my friends shared with me, and I was like, "Oh, that's me and my husband!" Because my husband is always loves singing, and he's like, he has this little stars. He's so like handsome and singing and glorious, and loves to show some affection and things. And I'm like, don't touch me. Everything hurts. I'm fat. Yeah, things like this. So, and it's purple. It's 100% me. So, when I saw this pattern, I was like, oh, that's me and Erin. I should have it. So, when she finished the design, I was instantly going there and bought this pattern. But since then, some of my friends showed out that they are looking like belly stretch marks, which I don't like. I don't want to have. I use oil a lot, so I shouldn't have too many like that. So either I would not stitch them, maybe just one purple color, or I would use some maybe lighter color that would go together better when I will be stitching it on a pattern. Like, I don't mind his nice belly, but I do mind these like zebra strokes. I don't like them. So just because they remind me of the stretch marks on a baby belly. So yeah, I don't want a baby belly stretch marks. That's my 100% my face right now when I'm not happy about something. So this was one of the patterns I bought. As I already showed you, I've got these 3 flowers from the designer after I bought the kits. And I ordered Teresa Kovacs Angel to be made into electronic pattern because I do have paper pattern, the original, but it's so difficult to stitch from the paper pattern, especially like this confetti. Just look how much confetti in there. Just everything is so confetti, and I don't mind only there, like everywhere. Even her face, even her head, her halo, the wings, so much different confetti. So I think I haven't stitched it at all last year, just because for me, counting from the paper and stitching is a little difficult right now. I'm already too used to the easiness of electronic patterns to be able to just highlight the color and choose it and stitch it, and no need to think about confetti, no need to think about counting. Especially when it comes to confetti, just highlight them and stitch them everywhere. No need to check where they are or miss something. So yeah, so that's why I paid for people to make the electronic pattern of it. It's just for my use, not for selling or anything. So it is okay. And that person will not sell it, will not use it. She just made the pattern for me and delete it. Since then, since I purchased it, I already filled in like 2,000 stitches on it. So it was worth buying, it was worth paying for. Extra money you pay for. At first I paid for the paper pattern, then I paid for electronic pattern. It was totally worth it. Like, it's absolutely worth it. And then I recently had these two little thingies. This is Marcel, and this one is, I'm not sure his name, I forgot, the dwarf. But I think this spring I watched Delicious in Dungeon anime, and they are one of four, two of four main characters. And then I saw the patterns and I was like, oh, they're so cute! I want to stitch them. So I'm gonna stitch them. Maybe on plastic, maybe on fabric, I don't know. I love the idea of them having beads. So we will see. We will see how it goes. And also got an electronic pattern of Dogs of Disney by Abyssue Designs. Actually, I was an original Sal, and I have started it a long time ago. I'm still doing it. I'm on the third line, I think, right now. I did Pongo and Perdita just last month, but now I cannot find them in her shop. I cannot find the pattern. There was a Facebook group about this sow. I cannot find it. I cannot find even a lot of how to say. On Instagram, there was a hashtag Dogs of Disney Sow, and they were a lot of people posting about it. Now there's not many, and I wanted to show my friends and check out the Cats of Disney. Again, cannot find not the group, not the nothing. It's like, what happened? Where are all the people who were in that group who were stitching it? Where are they showing it? What happened to the group? Like, I haven't been on Facebook for several months now. I think I lost the password recently. I just got it back, so I'm there back. But what happened? Where is the group? Because in the group there were some changes to the dogs. I really, really like them, and now I cannot see the group. I don't have it. I'm not in the group. So what happened? No idea. So these are all the patterns that I got myself for the last 3 months. As you can see, there are more patterns actually than the kids or the presents, but the range of the interest is also very, very different. So don't forget to tell me which ones are your favorite, and thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time. Bye!